It's week 9 of the NFL, and all eyes are on Drake Maye. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Pats and the Titans, next on Madden Football.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in week 9? Oh, a good-looking return setup here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So here are the Titans ready to go on offense for the first time. And it's Will Levis, the 25-year-old at quarterback in his second season out of Kentucky.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra, next man up, since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Patriots to take over for the first time, led out by the rookie, the 3rd overall pick back in April out of UNC, and that's Drake Maye.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about himself right now because he's coming off of a strong performance in the team's win last week. And you can just tell, even early in his rookie season, he's starting to get really comfortable out there, and things are starting to fall into place. In fact, in talking to the rival defensive coordinator, the team he's facing this week, he told me this young man's starting to get it.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. To throw, it's Maye. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it second down. The Patriots entering play looking for win number 4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. To the air, Maye. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This will be fielded at the 17. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week, 13 carries, 71 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and the reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
Levis. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. Then the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. From the shotgun, it's May. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Here's May. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, May. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. Sly able to put this one through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now the Titans getting set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A short throw, take it. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing here is May. Checking this down to Stevenson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. And they go play action with May. Short throw to Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll throw with May. And that will be incomplete. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. Will be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And that will make it 6-0. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles. Forcing the miscue with a fumble. And then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Levis now off of play action. Rolling to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a level shy of the first down marker. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Levis back to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Play action now. Levis steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Keon White able to record his 5th sack of the season. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Levis to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The tight end in motion right. First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week. 19 carries, 63 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Here's Bryce Behringer now. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Oh, look at the juke.
Missed.
He will not go down. Well, he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Levis sets up to throw here. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot.
That he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. It's the corner blitz that got him. J.C. Jackson with a sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Folks' kick is good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's May. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Osborne. Still going inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. K.J. Osborne. his first touchdown on the year. And the Pats are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Levis. Swinging this out for Pollard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Levis out of the shotgun now. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Levis to throw once more. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll complete this to Gibson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make...
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Levis to throw off play action. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Levis looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. And he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23. And Levis going back to the air. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Levis throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Levis. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Folks' kick is good, and they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for them and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
Here's May. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
To the air, May. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw, it's May. He'll go underneath here to Stevenson. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. They'll throw with May. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Looking to throw, May. Checking this down to Stevenson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Throwing here is May. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. Sly able to put this one through. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. Levis back to throw. And his pass incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally, I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This complete to Polk. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. From the 20, here's 2nd and 5. To the right side, this is Stevenson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, May with it. That one caught by Polk. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Levis to throw it. And that is incomplete.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Patriots take over.
New England's offense set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's May. Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Running left is Stevenson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Levis from the gun. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Now Levis.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a gain of 2, and it will be the final act of this first half of play. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin in Orchard Park, an AFC East matchup between Miami and Buffalo. And it's the Dolphins who are out in front in the second quarter. The Dolphins locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. J.K. Dobbins, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Houston Texans. C.J. Stroud leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Patriots offense and Drake Maye headed back onto the field. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half, it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. He'll drop to throw.
Got Stevenson again, back-to-back plays.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. From the gun, it's May. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on third down, it's May. Flushed out right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Back to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jalen Polk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. In motion right here, Boyd. And now a fake there on the jet sweep as they'll give to Pollard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Back to throw, it's Levis. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Pollard going to try the right side.
And he will have a Titans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Levis.
Flush to his right. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
He finds his man, Pollard.
Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Levis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Levis sets up to throw here. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
He's got it. And the Titans are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Pollard is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Pollard again.
They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on third and goal?
Spears.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal?
No gain on the play. Brings up fourth.
They'll run for it with Pollard, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Tony Pollard, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Pats at the line ready to go.
They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Here's May.
Complete. It's Henry. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To the air, May. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
To throw, it's May.
Short pass caught by Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
From the gun, it's Stevenson.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Back now in Nashville. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football.
Looking to throw. May. That's complete to Baker.
2 yards on the pickup there. And it's 2nd down.
They'll throw with May. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Throwing here is May. Touchdown! Hunter Henry from 21 yards away. And the Patriots are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fighting down inside the 25. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Oh, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Levis looking to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Levis out of the gun on 3rd down. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Still going. Inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And the lead is now 24. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and bottom line is protect the football and just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
Levis to throw it.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. From the shotgun, May with it. Short pass caught by Henry. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's May.
And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
They'll look to throw.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be second and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Sebastian Joseph Day picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
They'll look to throw on third and goal.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Working from the gun, here's Levis.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
3rd and 3. Levis back to throw.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or two. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. And the slot man goes in motion left. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
This one caught by Osborne, right side.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the gun, it's May. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
So they don't even need to run a second down play. Give them the first.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually third down, fourth down? They got him on second down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Again, Stevenson.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on second down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
Yeah, they've thrown for 3 touchdown passes now. Here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, second down is when you run your play fake, your play action.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
A nightmare on third and goal. He's sacked and multiple players broke through the line to get him. Sly able to put this one through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Fighting his way through contact.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Levis to throw once more.
And a throw there going to be incomplete. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Now Levis.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Levis. And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game. And the Pats are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Now a 3rd and 6.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Pats, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week